Hello, and welcome to episode 1 of Modern Strength. Hello, and welcome to episode 1 of Modern Strength. Today we're going to talk about the difference between training for size and training for strength. Alright, there's a very big distinction there, and it also has very, very big implications for both athletes and even your casual gym goer. So, let's get down to business. Let's start with talking about training for size. And I want you to have an image of your head of your typical bodybuilder at the gym, right? Always in a cutoff, looks pretty jacked, it's always the pump going on. That guy's training for what we call sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. It's a very technical word, but let's break it down real quick. Sarcoplasmic, so of the sarcoplasm, hypertrophy, increase in the amount of. So what that guy's doing, that bodybuilder right there, he's actually increasing the amount of sarcoplasm in his muscle cells. The only problem is that's a fluid and it doesn't contract. So while it makes him bigger, it makes his muscles bigger, it doesn't actually make him stronger because there isn't additional tissue contracting when he exercises. So that's where the term all show, no go comes from when talking about bodybuilders. They look great, but if you put them in a squat rack, they won't be able to perform that well. So let's take our strength athlete over here, right? He's training for what we call myofibrillar hypertrophy. There's that hypertrophy word again, all right? So an increase in the amount of, except this time it's myofibrillar, meaning of the myofibrils. Those are muscle tissue that actually contract, all right? So our strength athlete, when he trains, he's actually getting stronger because there's more actual tissue as opposed to our bodybuilding friend who just has more sarcoplasm and looks the part, right? So let's talk about the difference in those two training styles. So the bodybuilder, let's start with him. He's going to want to do a lot of density, a lot of volume. He's going to want his rep range between 6 and 12, rest intervals about 45 seconds. Our strength athlete, on the other hand, his reps are always going to be 5 or below. The kind of gold standard is a 5x5 routine, 5 reps, 5 sets. He's going to want to be between 80 and 100% of his 1 rep max, meaning if his 1 rep max is 100 pounds, he's going to want to do 80 to 100 pounds, depending on how many reps he's doing in that set. Rest intervals. I've spoken to a lot of powerlifters who they don't even keep track of their rest intervals between sets. They just wait until they're ready for their next set. They'll take a nap if they need to. So that's the primary difference between the two training styles. It's funny. Back a couple of years ago, I did a natural bodybuilding competition, and I looked great. I looked sick, but I didn't perform that well. And I have since switched to a more strength-based training style, and I'm moving more weight than I ever have before, significantly. But I don't look quite as shredded and jacked as I did when I did my bodybuilding show. So I have first-hand experience between the two. They are very, very distinctly different. So if some people, like say a lineman in football, he'll want a little bit of both. He's going to want the strength when he's pushing, but he's going to want a lot of mass because when you're trying to deliver force, what is the equation for force? Mass times acceleration. All right. So yeah, if you're training strictly for the beach, for maybe a physique or bodybuilding show, stick with sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. All right. If you're training for a sport that involves a lot of strength, stick with myofibrillar hypertrophy. Remember, there is a difference between strength and power. I'll do a whole episode on this later, but just to break it down real quick, strength is the ability to overcome resistance. Power is the ability to overcome resistance with time factored in. So like a train has a lot of strength, a Ferrari has a lot of power. All right, just throwing that out there. Now, you might be thinking, wait a second, I have a friend who, does 10 reps all the time, sucks down protein shakes, and curls in the squat rack, but he's still getting stronger. I thought you said all he's doing is increasing the amount of sarcoplasm in his muscle cells. Glad you asked. So the two are not mutually exclusive. If you're training for size, you will get some strength, you will get some additional myofibrils, and if you're training for myofibrillar hypertrophy strength, you're going to get some size with that. So the two aren't completely separate, but it depends where you want to focus. That's our episode today. Hope you learned something. If you enjoyed the video, please like it. I would love if you would subscribe as well, brand new channel, and very importantly, leave a comment below, because I'm going to do a kind of a primary series on big important topics like this. But intermittently, I'm also going to be making videos answering users' questions. So leave a comment below. It can be on any topic. Don't let the name of the channel fool you. I'm going to be covering all 5 aspects of physical fitness. Muscular strength, muscular endurance, cardiovascular endurance, flexibility, and body composition. Leave me a question on any one of those topics, and I'll make a video answering it. So, once again, please like, comment, subscribe, leave a message below, a question for me, and we'll take our game to the next level. All right, I'll see you guys next time.